Good morning. Let us now discuss a few concepts of astrophysics, under which we now study the apparent brightness, apparent magnitude. It was Hipparchus, a Greek astronomer, invented this magnitude scale. And he invented this magnitude scale in order to measure the brightness of stars. So according to Hipparchus, stars are classified into six groups. Stars are classified into six groups. The brightest stars are called the first magnitude stars, and the faintest stars are called the sixth magnitude stars. The brightest stars fall in the first magnitude group of stars, and the faintest stars fall in the sixth magnitude group of stars. Later on, the astronomers extended this scale introduced by Hipparchus in order to measure the magnitude, such that they have included the faintest stars even observed through the telescope. Hipparchus introduced this scale in order to measure the magnitude of stars, or in order to measure the brightness of stars which are observed through the naked human eye. Later on, the astronomers extended the same scale in order to include the faintest stars observed even through the telescope. These magnitudes are called the apparent magnitudes. The apparent magnitude is a measure of light energy received at the Earth's surface and is related to apparent brightness. Now let us study further. And it was N.R. Pogson who defined the magnitude scale by taking the ratios of brightness of first magnitude to the brightness of sixth magnitude as 100:1. Pogson defined the magnitude scale by taking the ratio of brightness of first magnitude to the brightness of sixth magnitude. You can see here the brightness of first magnitude to the brightness of sixth magnitude as 100:1. Let B1 is the brightness of first magnitude, B2 the brightness of second magnitude, B3 the brightness of third magnitude, and so on. Then B1 by B6, B6 represents the brightness of sixth magnitude. Then B1 by B6 is equal to 100 by 1 according to N.R. Pogson's definition of magnitude scale. He also assumed that the equal ratios of brightness of two stars will give an equal difference in magnitudes. The equal ratios of brightness of two stars gives equal difference in magnitude according to Pogson. That is, B1 by B2, B1 by B2 will be equal to B2 by B3 equals B3 by B4 and so on equals B5 by B6, and finally that each equal to x according to Pogson. So instead of equals, if I multiply this, in the next step, if I multiply this, then it becomes each equal, since each equal to x, therefore it is x into x into x into x. 5 times I have to write, 5 x's I have to write, second x, third x, fourth x and fifth x, each with a multiplication symbol. Then B2 cancels, B3 cancels, B4 and B5 gets cancelled. Therefore B1 by B6 is equal to, we have 5 x's, therefore x power 5. We know that B1 by B6 is equal to 100, and therefore x power 5 is equal to 100, or x is equal to fifth root of 100, that is equal to 2.512. 2.512. The above equation, that is b1 by b6, can be rewritten as b1 by b6 can be rewritten as, you can see here, b1 by b6 is equal to 2.512 whole power 6 minus 1. In the previous slide we have written it as 2.512 whole power 5. Now we are writing it as you can see here 6 minus 1 instead of 5, where 1 and 6 are the brightnesses, and that will be equal to 2.5 whole power 5. Instead of 1 and 6, if I take m and n, let m is equal to 1 and n is equal to 6. If that is the case, then it becomes bm by bn is equal to 2.512 whole power n minus m. You can see here, this is the general expression. M and n can take any values from 1 to 6. But n should be always larger than m. That is to be kept in mind. So taking log on both sides of equation 3, we get log of bm by bn is equal to n minus m log 2.512, or that will be equal to n minus m into 0.4. Log of 2.512 will be equal to 0.4, or n minus m is equal to 1 divided by 0.4 into this. 1 by 0.4 is nothing but 2.5 into log bm by bn. And from these equations, it is observed that as the brightness of the star decreases, the magnitude increases, and vice versa. So coming to the absolute magnitude of a star, the amount of energy that is radiated normally from a star's surface into the space in 1 second is called its absolute magnitude. The total amount of energy radiated by the star in 1 second is called its absolute magnitude. If we know the actual distances of stars, we can compare the brightness by referring them to a standard distance from us, and that standard chosen distance is taken as equal to 10 parsec. The magnitude of star is then called absolute magnitude. Now let us define what is absolute magnitude. The absolute magnitude represented by capital M of a star can be defined as its apparent magnitude m if the star were placed at a distance of 10 parsec. In the sense, small m become equal to capital M. The absolute magnitude of a star is its apparent magnitude if the star were placed at a distance of 10 parsec. Now let small m represent the apparent magnitude of a star whose luminosity is small l. Similarly, let capital M represent the absolute magnitude of a star having luminosity L. Let d is the distance of the star from the earth. Let d is the actual distance of the star from the earth, and capital D is the absolute distance when the star is placed at a distance of 10 parsec. In the sense, when the star is kept at a chosen standard distance of 10 parsec. Therefore, by making use of the previous expression, we can write capital M minus small m is equal to 2.5 log L by L. Using inverse square law, L is inversely proportional to small l is inversely proportional to small d square. Capital L is inversely proportional to capital D square. Therefore, taking the ratio small l by capital L will be equal to capital D by small d whole square. Therefore, equation 1 becomes capital M minus small m is equal to that will be equal to 2.5 log 2.5 log capital D by small d whole square. Capital D by small d whole square. Or in the next step, it can be rewritten as 2.5 into 2 is therefore 5 log d by d. If d is, we know that capital D is equal to 10 parsec. So substituting 10 parsec in the place of capital D, the above expression can be rewritten as capital M minus small m, that is equal to 5 log of 5 into log 10 minus log d. But log 10 is 1, log 10 is 1, therefore in the next step it becomes 5 minus 5 log d. This is capital M minus small m. Or rewriting small m minus capital M is equal to 5 log d minus 5. And this quantity small m minus capital M depends only on the actual distance of the star from the earth. And this small m minus capital M is called the distance modulus. Thank you.